Arman Tsarukyan pulling out of UFC 311 did a lot more damage to the UFC lightweight division than I think people realize, okay? We now have the number one contender in Arman, who is ineligible to fight for a title shot, per Dana.
No. Yeah, he's going back to the drawing board.
I really just think they should give Arman the shot, but I get it, okay? Pulling out a day before from an injury that may not even be real, I'm kind of skeptical of it because I've heard Arman say 10 different things. Oh, I felt a tweak when I was on the bike cutting weight. I had the injury a few weeks beforehand. He just said so many different things. I don't really buy it. I feel like he was just overweight and had too much muscle on and couldn't cut down, or at least cut down in a healthy way to where he could be actually good and able to fight at his full capability. So I think he kind of just said the same thing he said when they asked him if he wanted to fight for the title back when Dustin got his shot. He was like, "No, I'll live to fight another day, all right? I'm investing in myself. I'm going to wait. I'll get a title shot when I'm ready." All right? And he's kind of done the same thing here. I'm not buying a back tweak. I'm just not, all right? Fighters get injured, but bro, a day before, he says he heard it in sparring. He said he heard it cutting weight. He said 10 different things. You shouldn't be sparring a day before the fight. Fighters do not do that. Just running through the movements, running drills. That's all these fighters do a day or two before the fight. So I don't really buy any of that shit. And neither does Dana. He's clearly pissed. Usually when a fighter gets injured, aka John Jones, they give him as much time as they want. They let him come back, get the fight they deserve. But this is different, and I don't like this. It's destroyed the lightweight division. It's held it up. It's made it so just fucked. It's fucked, boys. It's screwed, okay? We have Charles Oliveira, the guy who Arman just beat, getting, pushed for the next title shot. Bro, he's on a one-fight winning streak, beating Michael Chandler, a man who should not even be ranked at lightweight. Arman beat him. There's just no world where our Charles deserves that title shot. I'm sorry. I want to see Charles Oliveira get this. I want to see it, bro. I want to see him become champion again, okay? Champion has a name, and it is not Charles Oliveira. It's Islam Makhachev. But, bro, again, I love it, Charles, but, bro, he's not getting a title shot, okay? I'm scared that he is going to get a title shot, and we have to see him get mauled again. Bro, it's not going to be competitive. It's not going to be. Charles, if anything, he's become more plotty and more stagnant on the feet, which is just bad. His wrestling has improved, but do you really think he's going to outstrength and out-wrestle Islam? Is that what we're saying here? You know, he always has a chance to win with a crazy submission, latching up a guillotine that Islam's just not able to get out of. But I don't want to see that fight. All right? I don't want to see that shit. I know y'all do. I know a lot of people do. It would be fun. But, bro, we need to see Arman fight for the title in a few months. Let him come back and just get the title shot. Dana, get over it. I'm sorry. I was annoyed too. I felt bad for Moicano. It's destroyed all his momentum. Even if he was given a great chance and got paid, it's destroyed all his momentum. All that work he put in, now he has to start from basically zero. Because now he's working to get a rematch with the champion, which is even harder to get. So, and it wasn't competitive either. I just don't see that happening. Moicano's probably never getting another title shot. And that's all Arman's fault, man. Why'd you have to pull out, bro? Come on. But what I'm even more scared of is Justin Gaethje getting a title shot off of one win. Oh my God. If they give Justin Gaethje a title shot off of Dan Hooker just because he hasn't fought Islam yet, dude, it's like they're trying to make Islam's career at lightweight just not respectable. That would be very just embarrassing. That's not a clear number one contender at all. Make him go on a win streak. It's crazy. You know, I want the person fighting for the belt to be on a win streak. Is that too much to ask for? Is it really? I don't think it is, personally. I think that you should at least have to be on a win streak to fight for a title. I know that has not been the case at all with all the random title shots we got last year, but bro, it should be. All right, you should at least have a 2-winning streak and have cemented yourself as the clear number one contender, because that's what people are bitching about. That's what they're crying about with Islam's run. Oh, featherweights and not even clear number one contenders. Fuck off, bro. Shut up. Okay, he beat the lightweight goat, or the featherweight goat, twice. He beat Charles Oliveira in his prime, and y'all want him to fight him again. I get it. It'd be a good win. But how about this? How about we let him go up to 170 and chase greatness? That's what I want to see. Bilal being Mr. Nice Guy is cringe, bro. We don't care if you train with them sometimes. We want to see Islam become the go to the sport, or at least attempt it, you know? I don't know about all this 185 talk I hear him saying, but I mean, hey, if he wants to try, my GOAT can do whatever he wants. How about this? Okay, how about this? If Charles Oliveira, if you guys want to see him fight for the title next, make the fight, make him versus Max Holloway. He's ranked number 5, has a win over Justin Gaethje. Like, he's a very good, respectable win, and that would put Charles on a winning streak if he were to beat Max, especially if he finished him. I could see him submitting him. That'd be pretty hype. I don't know who I'd root for in that matchup. That'd be hard to watch because I want both guys to win. But yeah, make that fight. That's a badass fight, all right? That's a rematch that needs to happen after the first fight. Y'all know what happened there. Charles tore his esophagus or whatever. I don't really know. But hey, that's a badass fight. Make that fight. If you really want Charles to fight for the belt, that's really the only option. It's either he fights the winner of Justin versus Hooker or he fights Max. Yeah, because what else are they going to do with Max? Max is coming up to 155. He said this. This is clear. It's what he should do as well. He's done so much at 145. He's not getting a rematch with Volk or Ilya. Whoever wins their rematch, you know. Volk's going to die, but let's not talk about that. So that's the clear way to fix lightweight. All right, I just cooked, okay? Make Arman fight for the title. Give him the shot, man. The kid deserves the shot, okay? Hype rematch. I get it. It's hard to trust him at this point, pulling out a day before off of an injury you're very skeptical about. But, bro, let Arman fight for the title. Max Oliveira. Oliveira fights the winner of Arman and Islam. Okay, I mean, those are both rematches, dude. Lightweight is so logjammed with the same people. It's just all rematches at this point. But that's another reason why we should see Charles versus Max. And then the winner of Justin versus Hooker can fight, I don't know, the loser of Charles and Max. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. It's hard because it's just all the same names fighting rematches at this point. They've all fought each other. Lightweight's kind of overrated. I'm gonna be real. Like, this is why I like 170, even though they're all so inactive. That shit is annoying. But hey, at least there's badass names and new names, and it's not just all rematches. So yeah, lightweight needs to be fixed. I think this is the best way. Just let Arman fight for it, man. Go back on your word, Dana. That's the only way we save this division. We cannot see Justin Gaethje beat Hooker, who's overrated as fuck, and get a title shot. That cannot happen. That cannot happen, okay? And for the people saying that, hey, what about Ilya? Let's have Topuria fight him, man. Let's see the mega fight. I get you. I honestly, I feel you, bro. I want to see that fight too. The closest thing we'll ever get to McGregor versus Khabib. But, bro, you can't let these champs move up after one defense. Because then that's the norm. Then that becomes okay and acceptable. That can't happen. I'm sorry. We may never see that fight if we don't see it now. But I don't care. I'd rather make Topuria fight and actually earn his way to move up instead of just giving him star privilege to do whatever he wants. All right? He's doing very good at featherweight. We don't want to see Islam dominate him and ruin his aura. All right, guys? You guys might cry about it a lot. Islam would sub him in two. I'm sorry. I don't know. Honestly, that fight is 50-50. I think Islam either subs him or Topuria knocks him the fuck out, which I don't want to see that. So let's not see that fight, all right? No. I want to see the fight, but it can't happen. We just have to accept that, all right? That fight can't happen yet. I'm sorry to say it. So once again, I want to thank you, Arman. You ruined everything, bro. You ruined it all right? You ruined the trajectory of your career. You ruined the momentum of it. You ruined just everything about this division. It's so unclear now, and we don't know who's going to be next for Islam because no one really deserves it other than Arman. I think maybe you have Arman sit out. That's the thing, though. No, I was about to say maybe the winner of Justin versus Hooker fights Arman, so then maybe they can deserve a title shot finally. But their schedules aren't going to align. We're about to see Justin fight Hooker soon, so unless we have people wanting to make quick turnarounds, then we're not going to see these people's schedules align. So this division is just kind of fucked. I blame Arman. We all should blame Arman. You should have just fought, man. Instead of blowing your back out trying to impress the Huz. Come on, bro. You didn't have to do that, okay? I hope he really was injured because, yeah, this was a travesty. This was disappointing as fuck. I really wanted to see Arman versus Islam because he's the guy. He's the only guy. He is the only guy who can compete with Islam's wrestling, and I stand by that. That's the big problem. No one can out wrestle or at least defend Islam's takedowns for the whole of the fight. And even if you do, he's a problem on the feet, man. He's a fucking problem. So he's the GOAT for a reason. The lightweight GOAT. Coming for GOAT status completely. If he gets the 170 belt and defends it, it's not close, okay? Islam's the GOAT. I'm sorry. A lot of John's wins are champions, but they're kind of mid-champions, all right? I'm sorry, bro. Islam's going to be the GOAT with 1, 2, or maybe 3 more wins, okay? It's just the truth. Yeah, that's the lightweight division and the current state of it. I'll see you guys in the next one.